A senator known for his filibusters and high-stakes political battles says he is now ready to begin a fresh week of showdowns, maybe some even within his own party, if he doesn't get to see what the House is about to vote on with regard to Obamacare. He told me he predicts they will repeal what is now the health care law of the land within days. Interesting timing. Senator Rand Paul in tonight's Fox Report interview.
I wanted to see the bill, and apparently it was leaked to news organizations but wasn't available for any of the senators. And I heard the bill was there and they were going to let committee members look at it but not make a copy of it. I just don't think that's the way to do the Obamacare repeal. You know, we complained about Democrats and we said, you remember we quoted Nancy Pelosi. She said we'd know what was in the bill after we passed it. One, that's a bad way to do business, but we really shouldn't be repeating it when we criticize the Democrats, you know, so vehemently for doing it that way. So I really think it needs to be a more open process. I'm still waiting on a copy of the bill. I want to see the bill. And they should know that the proposal that's coming out of the House is Obamacare Light. It includes new taxes on health insurance. It includes an individual mandate. Instead of paying the penalty to the government, you'll have to pay a penalty to the insurance company. And it also includes a new entitlement. This new entitlement may be bigger than the Obamacare subsidies. That needs to be debated because many conservatives in the House and the Senate, we're not excited about Obamacare Light. We want to repeal it.
Well, what you said about the fee going to the insurance companies instead of the government, the IRS right now, is really frightening because they have so much power. By the way, they're about as popular as the IRS or even the media right now. So how do you put the power back in the hands of the consumer?
The way we do that is, in my replacement bill, we let every individual join an association. So let's say, for example, you're a member of a credit union. In my state, 700,000 people belong to a credit union. They could all join a health association. Then they would have the leverage of having one person negotiate for them. 700,000 people buying insurance, one negotiator. They'll get a good price. They'll get guaranteed issue. They won't get dropped. And if their family member gets sick, their rates won't go up because they have leverage. So what I want to do is empower the consumer to have more leverage against the big insurance companies.
You talked with the president, President Trump, about this. How did that conversation go, and how did we get to the point now?
Well, the president is for replacement at the same time. So am I. But I think we're getting to the point where it can't be in the same bill. It could be on the same day, but not the same bill. And the reason why I say it can't be in the same bill, Republicans are united about repeal, but we're not united about replacement. I want free market replacement with more power going back to the individuals. Some Republicans want to keep parts of Obamacare, and I'm not going to vote for that.
We've heard the president say it could take as long as 18 months to get something fresh and new in on top of what they have now. That puts you past the next enrollment period. And I don't know what you do. What do you do with people who are already paying into the IRS right now? Do they get like a tax rebate if they, how does it work?
I think repeal happens in the next week or two. I really do believe that. We're not yet on the same page on what's in the bill, but I think some form of repeal will pass in the next week or two. There will be a vote on replacement. Now, some people want that to be in the same vote. I think it needs to be separated.
I want to get to something that's in your bill, though, that you hear a lot of constituents talk about, and that is pre-existing conditions. You're calling for a situation that there would be a 2-year enrollment period. Do you think that sort of language will make it into this bill that you haven't seen that's locked in room H157? And what happens after the 2 years?
Well, what happens during the 2-year period is when we legalize associations, my hope is that over a 2-year period, there is no individual left in the individual market. What I mean by that, there's 11 million people, and these are the people that are struggling right now. They're in the individual market. My hope is that every one of them will join an association. When they get in an association, that protects you from pre-existing conditions. Because an association plan is a group plan. So not only will you get the leverage to get a lower price if you're in an association plan, you will also get guaranteed issue. You won't be dropped. You don't have to worry about a family member being sick. Everything works in group insurance. What we need to do is figure out how we get individuals into group insurance plans, and that's what my replacement bill does.
You're going to wipe away the mandate that people have been paying to the IRS if they don't want Obamacare. So how do you pay for this?
Well, in my plan, there is no government pay for. There is nothing that the government expends in my plan. We have some tax reductions that you get some of your own money back, but there is nothing in my plan that has an actual cost to government.
You think you can cover the sickest people among us?
Yeah, I think you're going to probably do the people who are very, very sick with very, very expensive bills will be covered through Medicaid. And that's the way it's traditionally been done. The poorest among us in our states are often some of the sickest among us.
Right.
And they've been taken care of through Medicaid. And I think that's the way they'll continue to be taken care of. I think that's a better plan than the House leadership wants to spend $100 billion funding high-risk pools. I don't think it makes any sense to put very sick people in an insurance pool. I think you're wasting your money on the insurance. You might as well just buy them health care.
There are a lot of details in this that have yet to be worked out.
Right.
It would be helpful if everybody could see the bill, as you say. Senator Rand Paul, thank you very much.
Thank you.